first.
I will go first.
Peter will
and
go
remember,
first.
the players vote, not us.
Yes.
But if you'd voted.
But if I had a vote,
who should?
Melee or not, AD 99 is my pick. I'm going with Aaron Donald as the most dominant player in the NFL. He didn't even win Defensive Player of the Year last year. Remember, TJ Watt won. So if that's the case, I don't think the players are necessarily going to be voting for Donald when Watt had the sacks and all that stuff, and he was the story of the year last year. Him and Bosa were the two guys, and Donald kind of just did not have the numbers. And yet, at the end of the season, it was this guy throwing Joe Burrow around and finding a way to get the Rams Super Bowl. I think Aaron Donald's the best player in football. I do. But to the players who I think that they will vote for, here we go, the grand reveal.
What you got?
I think Josh Allen's going to be number one on the NFL 100.
Okay.
That is who I think the players will vote for. I think he left such a taste in everyone's mouth coming off of the wild card victory against New England where he was lights out and had statistically the greatest game possible. Then the divisional round where he just would not stop and found a way every single time he touched the ball. I think he earned everyone's respect, and I think the players were so blown away. And we're ascending with this guy. He's going up. He's trending upwards. This is his year on the NFL 100. I think Josh Allen is the number one player when we see the results on Sunday.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. I'm going should. I'm going the same way. Aaron Donald. I mean, have you watched this guy? Have you seen what he's accomplished so far in his young career? This guy's been 8 years, 7 All-Pros, 8 Pro Bowls. He's just been an absolute monster in the NFL. And he's scary looking. Like, Aaron Donald, look at this guy. Running through offensive linemen, sacking quarterbacks, and it's not only that he gets the sacks, it's the way he throws these quarterbacks to the ground, how physical he is, and just the effort that he plays with. I think Aaron Donald, just like Peter just said, is the best player in football, and he should be the number one on the top 100 list. But you never know which way the players are going to vote. Are they seeing it the same way that we are at this table as we're members of the media? Or do they see somebody else? No, they're not.
Oh, okay, you trust the players.
They understand. They watch this thing. Aaron, look at that. The one thing that was holding Aaron Donald back was people kept saying, oh, he's already a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he doesn't have a Super Bowl ring. He hasn't won the big game. Well, last year he did. He won the Super Bowl. And on top of that, have you seen this guy with his shirt off?
Yeah.
He has an 8-pack at 300 pounds.
So awesome.
He looks like Thanos. Like, you have to. He is number one, should be, will be number one, Aaron Donald.
I like the double. Mine's going to be different, and I just don't know that it should be. Should be the number one player.
Should be the number one.
I mean, is this guy any good? Aaron Rodgers. He's back-to-back MVPs. The conversation's over. That's it. He's been the best player in football for 2 straight years at his age. And I know he's not going to be. And, look, he didn't play well in that playoff game. All right. If you want to take him and throw it down and say that's the reason I got to knock him down, fine. I have not seen a better player at any position over the last 2 years, including Aaron Donald, including anybody you want to throw out than Aaron Rodgers, and yet I know he's not going to be number one because you know who's going to be number one? It's going to be Donald. It's going to be Donald. Listen, I hear what you're saying and everything. The way the players talk about Aaron Donald, it's like Voldemort. Like, don't mention his name. I was watching this clip with Gronk yesterday when he was doing his MMA thing, and somebody was asking him, they're going to name players, could you beat them in an MMA fight? And he was like, they're like, Edelman, Brady, yeah. DK Metcalf, yeah. Aaron Donald, oh, no. Wait, he got scared by the question even. The respect that the players have for him and sometimes the fear, I think he'll be number one. And to me, I hate to say it, but I feel like this is going to be anticlimactic. I would be shocked if it was anybody but Aaron Donald.
Okay, so if you guys remember a couple weeks ago, we did the segment where we gave guys the nickname, and I gave Aaron Donald the Hosta. So my should is Aaron Donald. He should be number one.
Remind us what a hosta is.
The hosta is a plant. You can transplant it. It will survive anywhere. You cannot kill the hosta. You can stomp on it. You can split it in half. You can transplant it. You can
hit it with Roundup. Stuff.
Yeah, you can hit it with Roundup. Your dog can pee on it. You can water it. Don't water it.
Yeah.
It will just keep coming back. Aaron Donald is the hosta. He should be number one. You know who I think is going to be number one? Cameron Poe. I think Aaron Rodgers.
There we go, Rodgers.
Be number one.
You do?
The only other time that he has been number one was after an MVP year, and now he's back-to-back MVP. This cannot go on this way any longer. How can a guy who wins the MVP not be named the #1 player the following year. Wide receiver room be damned if I'm Kyle Brandt, and that's what I'm supposed to say. He is the #1 guy, and that's the should and the would, and I couldn't just I was going to steal someone else's board if I had the same answer, but instead I went the nicknames. The Hosta, you should do it, but it's going to be Cameron Poe.
All right, so the Rodgers case is interesting. Why do you not have him on your list, Peter?
I have him on my list. I think he's top 5.
No, on that list.
On this thing.
Why is he not #1?
I think
MVP 2 years in a row.
I think the writers vote for the MVP, and they vote for all that stuff. I think the players, they look at Aaron Donald as a different kind of species, someone that they cannot defend and that they revere in a different way. I think Rodgers could be #1, like you say, and like Jamie. I think Aaron Donald and Josh Allen right now are the guys that everyone's buzzing on. Josh Allen, no one said Mahomes here.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
I just think
not after last year. He'll be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But
Donald's just different. I mean, he's dominating from interior defensive line. We've seen outside guys, crazy pass rushers dominate. He's inside. Quarterbacks, I mean, Brady's dominated, Rodgers is dominated, Mahomes. It's just like that's kind of what guys are used to. But in Aaron Donald, he dominate from the defensive tackle.
A wild
position.
card name that you mentioned on the show earlier this week that is in the top 20, and I'm curious where he ends up. And Mitchell Schwartz was in your seat instead of #3. Trent Williams, who is in his 30s and has been in the league for a while, but the stuff that he was doing last year was revolutionary, moving in motion and all that stuff. I think he had a different profile. I'm curious where Trent Williams ends up if he gets a top 5 spot this year.
Yeah.